Assalamu alaikum students, hope you are fine and well. According to today's lesson planner, we are going to solve exercise B1, 2 and 3 on page number 101 in your book and lesson Karate Parrot. Let's move towards exercise B, working with words. B1, can you complete the following proverbs? You are familiar with most of these proverbs, but maybe some will be new for you. Let's complete them. A, don't cross your bridges before you come to them. B, half a loaf is better than no bread. Next is, barking dogs seldom bite. Next is, the early bird catches the worm. E, a stitch in time saves 9. Next is, better late than never. Next is, too many cooks spoil the broth. The last one is, once bitten, twice shy. You have to complete these proverbs and you have to learn them. Now let's discuss the meanings of these proverbs so that you will be able to know their meanings and you will be able to use them in your sentences in future, or you can use them in your daily life. Now let's discuss their meanings. The first one is, don't cross your bridges before you come to them. It means don't worry about the problems before they arrive. Next is, half a loaf is better than no bread. It means something is better than nothing. C, barking dogs seldom bite. It means don't afraid of people who threaten you. Next is, the early bird catches the worm. It means one who comes early gets the best chance. Next is, a stitch in time saves 9. It means it is better to fix a problem when it is small, because in this way you can save your time and energy. Next is, better late than never. It means it is better to arrive or do something late than not to do at all. G, too many cooks spoil the broth. It means if too many people are involved in a task, it will not be done perfectly. The next is, once bitten, twice shy. It means after an unpleasant experience, you become careful and cautious. Now let's move towards exercise B2. Write the opposites of these words. A, often, its opposite is seldom. B, noisy, its opposite is quiet. C, enemy, its opposite is friend. D, narrow, its opposite is wide. E, remember, its opposite is forget. Next is float, its opposite is sink. G, loose, its opposite is tight. Many, its opposite is few. F-E-W, few. Busy, its opposite is idle. Tough, its opposite is weak. You can also write tough, easy, its opposite easy. K, last, its opposite is first. The last one is dead and its opposite is alive. Now let's move towards exercise B3. Here are some adjectives. Find out what they mean and use them in sentences of your own. Don't forget that you should think of a suitable noun which each adjective describes. Now let's make sentences and write the meanings of these words. Let's read out them. The first one is fragrant, devoted, next customary, next is colossal, next is deafening, and the last one is affectionate. Our first word is fragrant. It means sweet smelling. Let's make a sentence. I love rain and fragrant flowers. Here fragrant is an adjective which is describing the noun flowers. Next one is devoted. Devoted means loyal. Its sentence is, all the staff is devoted at my workplace. Here devoted is adjective and this quality is describing the noun staff. This quality has been used for staff and staff is noun. C, customary. It means usual practice. Its sentence is, she delivered the customary speech of thanks to the chairman. Here customary is adjective and it is describing noun speech. The next is Colossal, it means huge, big. Its sentence is, that businessman earns a colossal amount. Colossal is adjective and this adjective is describing the noun amount. Next word is deafening. It means very loud. Its sentence is, the noise of the machine was deafening. Here deafening is an adjective which has been used for the noun noise. The last one is affectionate. It means loving. Her behavior is very affectionate. Here affectionate, which is an adjective, it has been used for the noun behavior. Now you have to solve this exercise on your notebooks and you have to learn these exercises which we have done today. Thank you for listening. Allah Hafiz.